العظيم. Tarikatın esraf ve hayrun fi cemi'a.
We ask for spiritual support from the spiritual power stations, the saints and the friends of God, that in this congregation that they shall attend here and be with us, and that they help us. How should a ship without a captain sail on the sea? And if it is your name, and if the name of your ship is called Titanic, you will sink. In this endless universe where there is non-stop expansion, from one unknown place to another unknown place, in the endless width of being. Do you really think, without losing your way, without going astray, without getting off route, without getting any direction, without any goal, any destination, can this world, which is nothing in comparison to this universe, inside those width of the universe, without a captain, without leadership, and without getting lost, can it exist like that? Or can it reach a destination without any accident, with one or a few, or with numerous, or with endless numbers of meteorites, without colliding with them? Collision. So what a coincidence, you say. That truly must have been coincidence, without a captain, to sail on the sea safely, without any incident. And that is why we say there is no smallest part in existence that is without any guidance, without a captain. And every third atom, electron, everything in existence is like a ship that is being guided or led by a captain. And we ask the captains of this existence, the saints, the friends of God, the representatives of God, the admirals of God, for their support and for their guidance and for their leadership, that we are being led correctly. So how can a passenger, what is he supposed to be on a ship without a captain, my brother? And even if he were on the biggest, greatest dream ship of all of the universe, and it's like a luxury ship that is without a captain, where will you go? Where will you have ended up? Our life of everyone, the life of everyone, is like a ship, and it needs to be led. So look for a captain that is not a drunk, that doesn't have a high, that hasn't got lost himself. And we're looking for, we don't look, we are calling for the captains, for the admirals, and we say, oh, you, those who have a mind, come to our help and lead us, guide us. And the Sheikh master, a spiritual master, is just like a captain. He's got the authority from the divine presence, from the heavenly presence, and he had been through training to be a leader. He got all the education to call himself and to be a trainer, to be a leader. And from the divine presence, they don't give out all the authority per slips to anybody just because you've got beautiful eyes. And you can't bribe the divine presence as well. And then Jesus came as a captain of this ship called Earth. And he said, I came with a power of attorney. So this is called authority, a divine, a heavenly authority, to lead you, to guide you. And Moses, the prophet Moses, came with a power of attorney. And he said, I'm authorized to guide you, to lead you. Abraham, the prophet Ibrahim, or the prophet Nuh alayhi salam, 124,000 prophets until the prophet Muhammad, peace be upon all of them. They all came as captains of this worldly life. Not just for this planet, but for everything living on it. The first captain was the prophet Adam alayhi salam, peace be upon him, and the last captain, the prophet Muhammad alayhi salam, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And all of humanity is under his guidance, under his leadership. And many don't accept his ship. Only a few accept his ship. Those who accept his capitanity, those who accept him as a captain and accept his ship, They will be led through all storms. Of the forces, of the force and the wrath of God, of the darkness, and will come safe and sound, arrive safe and sound. At the beaches of paradise. And those, just like at the times of the Prophet Noah, alayhi salam, like his wife and some of his sons didn't want to get onto the ship, or his people, they will go down. They don't have to board. Nobody has to board that ship of the Prophet, the last captain. And nobody has to accept him as a captain. You don't have to, but you should, maybe. Because there's such a storm ahead of us, such a darkness looming. Anybody who's not on the ship and without that captain, they will go under, they will sink in that tsunami of the force and hatred of those who are without any faith in this humanity. And we ask for safety and guidance from Allah the Lord, and we ask Him for His captains, His spiritual leaders, guides. There once was a man that was lying under a tree, an apple tree, and he closed his eyes, shut his eyes, and soon after he fell asleep and was fast asleep. And just like many people, when they sleep, his mouth was open as well.
Lebt der Ecuador-Mann auch mit offenem Mund? Hä? Macht er einen Verband draus, sagt er?
And then there was a snake coming close to him. And slowly but surely, and before he went to sleep, he already drank 1 liter of milk, and the snake was getting closer and closer and started sniffing, and then it's through that open mouth of his, it slowly descended. And from far away, there was a horseman riding along. And when he was about to pass by him, he saw that there was the snake was sliding into, with half of its body was already inside of his mouth and inside of his belly. And then he wanted to go faster to catch that snake, but he didn't get there in time. And then he got off his horse and was running to that man. The snake was already inside. So what to do now? With his whip, he was beating the man. Fast, get up! And the man was astounded and frightened. Who are you and why are you doing this? Why are you beating me. And then the horseman said, don't talk,
Hier,
go on.
unter dem Baum, viele
Under this tree, all those foul apples, eat them. And he's like, I'm not eating any foul apples. And then he got another whip from his, either you take it or you're gonna be whipped. And out of fear from those beatings, the man was eating all the foul apple until he couldn't eat anymore. And he said, I can't do it anymore. And then the horseman said, then run as fast as you can, run for your life. So you don't run as fast, so you don't have to feel my whip. And that sleeping man was suddenly running fast, running away from the horseman, running for his life. Just 1 kilometer. And then he couldn't go down anymore and was falling down and he started to feel that from all that running, that it started to feel in his mouth and it started to vomit. At first, all the foul apples are coming, then suddenly the snake comes out. And while that man is crying, while the man was running, it was crying, who are you? You are such a nightmare to me. I just wanted to go to sleep and have a sleep. And now you turned into a living nightmare. Why are you beating me? Are you my enemy? I didn't do anything to you. May Allah curse you even. Like, what an unjust person are you. I didn't do anything to you, beating me without any reason. Why are you my enemy? And he was cursing him and speaking bad about it. And the horseman was like, go on, shut up and run until you couldn't anymore. And then the snake comes out. And when the man saw that snake, he fainted out of fear, and once he came to his senses, he can see the horseman in front of him. Or you stranger. I thought at first you are a devil to me, and that you want to burn me in your hell. And I thought that you are a tyrant, that until the end of my times that you are beating me. I cursed you. But see, you are actually an angel in disguise. You saved my life. And that is a story from the Mesnevi by Maulana Rumi. And a very beautiful story for us to understand and learn. To understand what's the relationship between the student and the teacher, the sheikh. The student never knows what's happening to him and what he doesn't know. What is actually, and as he doesn't know what's happening to him, he thinks something bad is happening. What a calamity! What bad event happened? Once I met him, what a shame of my life that I saw you. I'm always being beaten. I'm always being put through pain. And I don't even understand why it all happens. All you humans. The snake is your ego. And it wants to hurt you. You have no idea about it. What the snake is your ego is for you. At first it is for you, and what it is to others. Look outside, just one snake man. What kind of a massacre he is doing. Just one sick man. But don't look for the snake outside of you, but look for the snake inside of you. And you need someone with a whip in their hands that's gonna make you run, and that's gonna make you vomit. Or the life with the sheikh is all about vomiting. No. You have to taste it. In the end, you will understand, the sheikh said. Not in the beginning of it all. In the beginning, you're just gonna curse him and try to curse and to flee from him, from his side, from his beating. Or the best of yours is in his mind, but you don't know it. And you don't know what is good for you and what is bad for you. And this is a holy verse in the Quran. How do you want to know what is the best for you or not? What's not the best for you? Don't question the actions if you are faithful. Don't question the actions and the way the sheikh is handling of a true spiritual person with authority, as there are so many charlatans out there. But once you've found trust, don't question anything he does. If you have found, if you are sure and certainly about his being your teacher, don't doubt him and think about. And then if you are not sure, then come and ask, "Oh Sheikh, I don't want to question you, but I want to know what I'm doing wrong. And I'm sincere, I want to learn. I don't want to repeat the same mistake over and over again. You can whip me from morning till evening, but at least, in the end, I'm cured. Eventually, I'll get the blessing of what I was supposed to get in the first hand." You can ask that if you are sincere about it. And it doesn't matter if you understand it or not. It's not important. If you ask, accept it as being right for you. Because accepting is first to understanding. That is the trial. If you give you everything to understand, there is no trial. There is no test. And that is why, my brother, accept first and don't question and don't doubt. If you have faith and trust, accept it. If you know faith and trust, then go. The sheikh is like as a surgeon. Without your permission, he cannot operate on you. And if you gave him your permission, then shut up and don't say a word. Do you see anybody who's laying on the table at the surgeon, and that is saying a word? No, he's laying there like a corpse, like a dead one, like a dead person. But once you gave permission, you are not allowed to give any word. That is not allowed anymore. And if he didn't give permission, then you can leave without having said anything. Even once you leave, don't say a word either. Where do you say and protest anything? Because you leaving is protest on its own. It's rebellion on its own. If you don't agree with the method that's being done to you, just leave without giving any tone, any voice, any noise. Isn't that sociology? Or pedagogically correct? Or theoretically correct? Only on the zoological aspect it's wrong. What do they say about the policemen? At first they hate them, but when you are in need, you have such a yearning for the policemen. The police, my friend and my saviors, but once you committed a crime, They are all the cursed coppers. But once you are in need of them, then they are your friend and savior. All you people ask for heavenly guidance, heavenly discipline, heavenly education, and heavenly training, and heavenly blessing. And you won't get it without you giving your permission. And once you gave permission, don't ask, why do you whip me? Later on you're going to understand it, once the snake is out. The snake is your ego. The snake is your vanity. The snake is your want to rule over others. The snake is your envy. The snake is your vanity and envy. And everything's got to go. Be thankful if you found such a guidance. And don't complain. The other way around, be grateful. Don't question. And even if you go to a place where they don't even touch you, they don't get on your feet, nobody's whipping you, nobody's beating you, you can ask questions. You've got to question those places. Am I right here? But don't question a place where I'm being whipped and beaten. Look what's all gotten outside. The time with the Sheikh. Spiritually and on a personal level, my behavior, my understanding, my capacity to be patient and to bear the pain. Did I move on? Did I get further? Is my life truly more coordinated and organized and got a structure or not? Would I have gotten better, or would it get worse? Would have gotten worse without the Sheikh Master? And those kind of questions you can ask yourself. And you compare what's happened before you and what's happening now and how you look now, and then you can come to a conclusion. And then, or you don't conclude anything at all. You just have faith and trust and what it's going to happen. You don't have to think about it and wonder, because then you're going to have trust. If you go into a Turkish hammam bath and then you're going to be scrubbed down, and it hurts a little bit, but all dirt gets out. If it wouldn't hurt, I'd rather have a handful of shampoo. It's nicely gliding over my face and I'm still squeaky squawky, but no, that's wrong. But the dirt is still there. It's just on the surface, and it just got more slippery, and it smells nice, but still you haven't gotten clean yet. Such kinds of sheikhs you can find everywhere. That doesn't hurt you, but doesn't do anything for you. You only love him. It's good for him, but not good for you. If you love him, that is good for him. He's got many students, but it's not good for you because you didn't progress, you didn't get on. The dirt is still clinging on to you. And that is a very important message, what they made us tell you. And maybe keep that in our memory and in our mind. And maybe always listen to it to remind us. And our ego, to learn how to control it, that we don't fall into the trap of stupid ideas and get on the wrong path.
Allah. Allahümme salli ve sellim ala Nebina Muhammed aleyhisselam. Salaten tedumu İleyhi memerre leyali ve tulet devam. Allahümme salli ve sellim ala Nebina Muhammed aleyhisselam. Salaten tedumu ve tühda ileyhi memerre leyali ve tulet devam. Allahümme salli ve sellim ala Nebina Muhammed aleyhisselam. Salaten tedumu ve tühda ileyhi memerre leyali ve tulet devam. Allahu Allahu Allah Allahu Allahu Allahu Allah Allahu Allahu Allahu Allah Allahu Allahu Allah. Only one Sultan, only one truth, only one way, highway. Fatiha. Taqabbalallah.